Hi, I'm Andy Rondestvedt, and today I would like to talk a little bit more about what happens when we feel it's time for a change. I mean, some of us have this thought maybe years that we feel like, I don't really want to do this job anymore, or I would like to move to a different country, or maybe you just feel like it's time for little changes, like moving into a bigger house or buying a house. So we all have these thoughts or projects about new endeavors or ideas how we could start expanding or bring changes, positive changes into our life. Some people have big dreams. Others feel like, I just want to, change this part in my life. I feel like it will make me happier. So today I really kind of want to talk about what happens when we start having these ideas. And what I see a lot happening is that our dreams or our endeavors or whatever we want to change stays up here. It just stays in our mind, and a lot of us don't really take the action steps to go get it. And that's really interesting if you think about it. If you think about it, why don't you just do it? Like really, I mean, that's a very simple question. But why don't you just do it? And if I ask you that question right now, I'm sure you have like a list right now because of this and this and this and this and this and this. And it's going down your mind and you're like, okay. And then you forget about it and you're like, well, I don't think that's going to be possible. But I want to encourage you to kind of step out of this list thinking and all your objections. And I want you to look at your life from a different perspective. I want you to think about this life, this physical life that we have right now is very short. We're not here for very long. I know in the everyday grind of life, we can feel like, oh my goodness, this takes forever. I remember when my kids were small, when they were like 2, 3, I have 2 boys, wonderful boys. When they were little, they were 2 and 6. I remember I was so exhausted. It was tough, a lot of temper tantrums, not sleeping through the night, still, working during the day. My husband was working a lot. He's a very hardworking man. So I was just exhausted all the time. And I thought, I think this is going to go on forever. I felt like I'm in this moment that lasts forever. This is never going to end. So I think all of us are under the illusion that this life will last forever, even though we know different. But then if you think about it, how fast did this year go by? How fast did that year go by? The 2020, and I know a lot of us are probably glad that this year goes by pretty quick because we want to have new energy. We want this pandemic to be over. But it just amazed me this year how fast time goes. And that's, if you add this up, how fast our life goes. And we have no time to waste it on anything or anyone that pulls us down. So if you want to make a list today and write down the things that pull you down, that make you feel negative or that just take energy from you, you want to eliminate these things because you don't have time. You don't have time to waste. Life is short and you want to make the most of it. So I would like to talk a little bit about what happens when we do have these ideas and we know we want to change our lives or parts of our lives and why we end up not doing it. I think it has to do with a lot of us carrying limiting beliefs. We don't believe we can do it. We believe it's going to be difficult. We believe there might be obstacles. We believe we might not have enough money. All limiting beliefs that hold us back. And these start developing early on, these limiting beliefs. These start developing when we're kids. Think about when you were very young. When you were a very young child, maybe 2, 3 years old, or you don't remember when you were 2, 3 years old, maybe you were 4 or 5. Remember what you thought about life. A lot of us thought, I could do anything. I can do anything. Everything that I can do is possible. So that's how most of us are born into this life. And then we go to school, and that's the first time we basically realize, oh, I just got grades and I don't think I am as good as I thought. Like instead of an A, you maybe got a B or a C, and you start seeing yourself through different eyes. Or maybe you compare yourself with others. You see your classmates, you feel they're either prettier, they're better, or maybe they do verbally put you down, so that you start forming limiting beliefs about yourself. Your life goes on, you grow older, you start, voicing dreams or voicing ideas. And sometimes we hear from the outside, oh, I don't think it's going to be possible, or that you're laughed at for your ideas. So you grow up, and basically the outside world tries to tell you that you are not good enough. Or sometimes we try to tell ourselves that we're not good enough. So we start building those limiting beliefs, and they're like layers, right? We put them on, we put another on, another on, another on. So you have this whole stack of pancakes with limiting beliefs. And when you are a grown-up, when you're an adult, you stop believing that you can do anything. You have what I just said at the beginning. You have a dream, you have an idea, you have a project, like a thought about, I could do this project. But then all these objections hit in. All these objections, you kind of go through the layers of your pancakes, you go through the layers of your limiting beliefs, and at the end of the day, at the end of the thought, you're going to say, oh, come on, it's not going to be possible anyways. And sometimes this moment takes a second to go through all the limiting beliefs. But luckily, you have the power to reverse this process. You can, with becoming aware what's really going on inside, you have the power to reverse this process. So you can start becoming aware. What are you believing about yourself? What are you believing about the world? Because limiting beliefs don't only have to do with yourself, it also has to do with your world, with your society. I have an example for that. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she said she's a teacher, and she would love to teach other co-teachers more about self-awareness, about self-empowerment. And she told me, she said, I would love to do that, but I don't have a degree for it. I don't have a paper that shows that I can do it. And that's a friend from Switzerland, and she has these great talents. She is a wonderful woman, empathic. She has a lot of work experience, a lot of experience in this field, but she believes because she doesn't have a paper, she can't do it. She first has to go study something. So I think that's not just her belief. I think that is a belief from her culture, because that's what you're taught early on. You need a degree for everything. You need a paper for everything. So it's not just our own beliefs that we build, it's also the beliefs of the culture and the society we live in. So I have something I want you to do. If you're interested in reversing this process that happened to you throughout your whole life, because this is your second part of your life. This is the part where you have the power to influence your thoughts and your actions. I feel like the first part of our life is things happen to us. The second part of our life, we become co-creator. We can really make decisions and decide what we want to do with our life. I want you to encourage to take a journal, or it can just be a piece of paper if you're not the journal person, and you start making 2 columns. On the left side, you start writing down your limiting beliefs. Just try to figure out, what are you thinking during the day? Monitor yourself, monitor your thoughts, and write down everything that you believe about yourself, everything negative. You can write the positive stuff too, but the positive stuff doesn't need to be replaced. So if you write down your negative stuff, like let's say, I'm not good at this, or I am, or this is not going to be possible because of this. So then you write down your negative beliefs, your limiting beliefs, and on the right side, you replace it by something. Let's, for example, say somebody says, I would like to start my own business. I would like to be self-employed and start my own business. And one limiting belief could be, I am not good at marketing. I am not good at selling. Then you write down, I'm not good at selling on the left side. On the right side, you write down, I can learn. I can learn to be good at marketing. I can learn to be good at selling. There's teachers out there. and I can make progress. I can learn anything. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to start becoming aware of your limiting beliefs, because believe me, when you replace those, you're going to start making leaps and bounds, and you're going to go towards your new endeavor and your new project, your dream, much easier. And you're going to not let your limiting beliefs stop you. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm very happy you're here, and if you liked my content, if you liked what I was talking about, you can hit the subscribe button and you can like my video. I'll be back tomorrow for more inspiration. And again, I'm Andy Rondestvet. I hope you have a great day.